Before we begin talking about awareness, criminal behavior or self-protection, I'd like to tell you a true story. Several years ago I arrived at Frankfurt Central Station. Before leaving the station I bought a slice of pizza. It was fresh out of the oven and far too hot to eat immediately. So I was balancing it carefully in my right hand. I left the station and walked towards Nidderstraße. I noticed two men walking towards me. At first glance nothing seemed unusual, but something caught my attention. They were looking directly at me. I noticed that their attention wasn't random, it was focused. As they got closer, they approached me and asked if I knew the area. One of them handed me a small piece of paper with what appeared to be an address written on it. The writing was messy and difficult to read, and as I started looking at the paper, something happened. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed movement next to me. The second man had moved to my right side and was trying to access my shoulder bag. I reacted immediately, forcing the attackers to abandon their plan. Only seconds later, several plainclothes police officers appeared. They had been observing this group for some time and were waiting for them to commit another theft. Let's stop the story here, because this is where most people completely misunderstand self-protection. Most people think the attack started when someone reached for my back. It didn't. The attack started much earlier. It started the moment those two men selected me. Everything that followed had a purpose. One person established contact. The second positioned himself outside my direct focus. And the piece of paper wasn't there to ask for directions. It was there to steal my attention. And this is something criminals do remarkably well. They don't simply attack. They manipulate your attention first. They create confusion and they create distraction. And only then they do act. Why am I telling you this story? Not because of what I did, and certainly not because of the physical confrontation. The important part of this story happened before any physical action became necessary. It happened when I noticed behavior, when I recognized patterns, and when I understood that something didn't fit. That is the survival mindset. The survival mindset is not about living in fear. It is not about becoming paranoid, and it is about understanding how danger develops, recognizing it early, and making good decisions before the situation becomes critical.